All right, guys, I'm back. It's September 27th, and I got two players that I don't know. Should we put them in a little hit parlay, or is it no man's land, if you will? A lot of teams have clinched, so you don't know the motivation. You don't know if they're going to even play. But let's see. Let's just recap yesterday. I don't have the slide for it because I made it and now I lost it. And let's just say it wasn't good anyways. Witt Jr. got a hit, but Luis Ariz could not get it done. And the insult to injury was 1 out away from him getting up. You know, the game ended. He was next up. They couldn't get him up a fifth time. So there you go. All right, really quick. This is the channel performance. If you're new here, just so you know what we've done, just to get an idea of what you might expect from the channel here. All right, let's move on. All right, before we get to the two plays, we have basically it's going to be Ohtani and Guerrero Jr. I made these slides up in the audio really early in the day, way before I realized that the Dodgers were going to clinch and do they need to play anymore? They don't have to play anymore. So is Ohtani going to even play? They're spraying by the time I'm recording what you just heard already, they're already spraying each other in the face with the champagne and, the ski mask and everything and all that stuff, celebrating. So do they want to take a trip? I mean, they're going to go to Colorado physically, but mentally, are they going to be there? So what I'm trying to say is I have two recommendations, and I recorded them earlier in the day, so it's going to sound a lot different than what I've just kind of laid out the case for. Probably what I'm going to do is just do something with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., maybe go over 1.5 total bases or something like that, because he still has something to play for. He's looking for 200 hits. It'll be the first, if I read that off the screen when I was watching the game the other day, it'd be the first Toronto Blue Jay in over 20 years to record 200 hits in a season. So he's been hot. He's motivated, so I trust him to be engaged, but I don't necessarily trust Ohtani to be, even if maybe he won't even play. So what I'm trying to say is I recorded these two audio clips coming up right now where I'm talking about both of these players earlier in the day before I realized all the stuff I just talked about. So consider the context. All right, first matchup, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you know him. He's a guy we use all the time, and he gets hits every single time. Can you do it again for us, Guerrero Jr.? It would be absolutely amazing. Going up against Adam Aller. I don't even know how to say his name. I didn't want to even spend the time going on YouTube to research how you say it. I don't give a damn what the hell your name is. The bottom line is all the name I care about is Guerrero Jr. in this matchup, and I think he's going to get a hit off you. I don't know. We'll see. When you look at Aller, we'll go with that name. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't. Who cares? Oh, man. 52% of the time, Aller throws the four-seam fastball. You throw it so much. Why do you suck at it? You blow, man. A 333 batting average given up. Guerrero Jr. all season long. He crushes the four-seam fastball to 325 rate. Okay? So let's first... I'll just say Aller's a real let's be nice. Inexperienced pitcher. So he doesn't have the greatest sample size. So okay. So consider that in the next two pitches here. He throws the second ball he throws is the slurve. He throws about 38% of the time. Okay. A .080. Okay. Oh, you look like you're awesome, but I don't know if you really are. So we'll see what happens. Against the slurve, Guerrero Jr., a 333 batting average against that pitch on the season. But to put it into perspective, he's only seen it 3 times. So obviously you can do the math. A 333 rate means he hit one of the 3. So there you go. The third pitch, 10% of the time, the curveball. Oh, he looks so great again. A 125 batting average given up by Aller. But like I said, I don't know. These numbers probably are a little low. He's a real low sample size. So all I know is the sample size of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting the curveball all season long is large, okay? So it means a little more to me. And he hits it at a 368 rate. So there you go. Another thing I love is a 3-pitch pitcher, especially when potentially he's going to see one of the 3 pitches half the time. I don't know. If it's, we'll see. I also love the fact that Aller is on a team that sucks, and they don't give a damn because they just want to go home. And what the hell, this season? Can the season be over yet? I don't want to be here anymore. It's meaningless for me. So what I'm trying to say is they're not going to play games. They're not in the playoffs. They don't need to. A lot of times playoff teams are fighting for the playoffs, trying to get in, positioning, and all that stuff. And when it comes to superstars or the players that are hot, they're like, yeah, like you can swing at stuff that's not over the plate if you want, or just will walk you, because that's the safer play. It seems like that's what they do with a lot of superstar players, but I don't think that's in play because they don't care what the hell happens. Like I said, they want to be home already. They want to be on vacation. So when it comes to ballpark pale in this little matchup, they have it listed as an extreme advantage for Guerrero. He represents the worst 2 percentile of possible matchups for Aller and Guerrero Jr. Like you said, I mean, you guys know we play him all the time. He's hot. So you kind of know on the bottom of the screen right there where it says he recorded at least one hit in 22 of his last 28 games. He's hot. Come on. So consider Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s baseline prediction just to record a hit. All right, next matchup, Shohei Ohtani, baby. Before we get into this, let's just say I'll probably put in the pinned comments how I'm going to play this. It's not going to be for a hit because it's going to be priced insane. Why is it going to be priced insane? Because he's in Colorado. And whenever players are in Colorado, their price is insane. Let's just go back to we know how Witt Jr.'s priced insane all the time. Was he minus 480 today? And when he's in Colorado, you know what he's priced at to record a hit? Minus 600, minus 700. So Ohtani usually is priced pretty reasonable, like to put him in a parlay with another player and get reasonable odds. But because he's in Colorado, I anticipate it's going to be really high. So probably have to play the over 1.5 total bases. I don't know. I'll put in the pinned comments in the morning. But I anticipate this is going to be insanely priced. And why? Why is it going to be priced like that? Just because if you didn't know any better, you're living under a rock. Oh, man. Colorado, turns out the ball travels real far there for some reason, something to do with the air or something like that. I don't know. Oh, man. The elevation by which, they play above sea level makes the balls go farther. So what they do is they push the fences out, the outfield wall. They push, 20 feet, 20 yards? It don't matter. It's out farther than the average ballpark. So what does that mean? If you do that, what does that mean? That means the outfield's really big for balls to drop for base hits and doubles and stuff like that. So that's why it's a hitter's ballpark, and I anticipate insane odds for Ohtani just to record a hit. But let's get into this. Going up against Cal Quantrill, and he's got 4 pitches he throws in his pitch arsenal. And I love this, though. I don't know why it happens, but it happens all the time. When you look at his first pitch that he loves the most, you blow at it. You suck. What the hell are you doing? Absolutely love it, though. A 337 batting average on his sinker he throws. And what does Ohtani do? He blasts that out of the park at a 356 rate. Well, I shouldn't say blast it out of the park. It'd be a home run. But he blasts it, and it drops for hits at a high rate, okay? The second pitch, 36% of the time. The split finger. A lot of players don't do really well against that pitch, but what does Ohtani do? Oh, he blasts that one all over the field at a 400 rate. Quantrill, a 214 batting average given up against that pitch. It's expected because a lot of players don't see that pitch much. They don't hit it very well, so the pitchers that throw it, they always have a pretty good batting average against. But like I said, I'll take my chances with Ohtani hitting that at a 400 rate. The third pitch, 13% of the time, the cutter, Quantrill, a 269 batting average. Okay, not horrible, but it sucks still. But Ohtani, you kind of suck. It's only a 261 batting average against the cutter. That's okay. It's Ohtani. I think we're okay. Moving on to the last pitch, the curveball, 10% of the time, a 240 batting average, an average batting average against by Quantrill. A hittable pitch. Especially Ohtani. I think he can hit this one, man. Throw him some curveball, baby. It's his best one. A 444 batting average against the curveball all season long. Ballpark Pale has this listed as an extreme advantage for Ohtani. Represents the worst 1 percentile of possible matchups for Quantrill. Ohtani's been hot. I mean, if you look at his last 8 games, he's recorded at least one hit in 8 of his last 8. I think over the last 14 is on my sheet here. The last 12, I don't know. 12 of the last 16 he's recorded a hit too. Okay, so if you want to have a bigger window there, so there you go. Actually think Ohtani is a great chance to get a hit, considering that again, there's no games being played because the Colorado's out of the playoffs. Like I said before, they're not going to have to worry about like, oh, we can't get beat by him, so we'll walk him. But there always is a concern he could be walked by anybody. So, like I said, baseline prediction at least to record a hit for Ohtani. So, in a perfect world, I would love to be able to parlay Ohtani with Guerrero Juniors in a little hit parlay, but I mean, I'll be able to, but it won't be a nice price. It won't be a fair price, it might be a fair price, but it won't be a reasonable price to pay for a parlay because anything can happen. So we'll see. Like I said, I'll put it in the pinned comments. If I have to do over 1.5 total bases for Ohtani parlayed with Guerrero Jr. just to record a hit, maybe that'll be reasonable odds. I'll have to do that, but we'll see. And we'll leave it right there. Like I love all you guys, man. I'm just absolutely blown away by all the love in the comments section. It's just unbelievable. You don't even realize how much that means to me when I read this stuff. Like it means a lot. It truly does. So I just really appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'll before I let you go, I'll have my college football tomorrow, my best bets. And I'll have the outright underdog winner video also out. And then also, obviously, tomorrow's or the next day's hot batter versus pitcher meta parlay. 2 batters like we're doing right here. So I'll probably have 3 videos out tomorrow at some point. So that's it. Love every single one of you. And I'll just leave it right there. And I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.